So the Thanksgiving season is over and we're going into Christmas. Sometimes we eat a little more than we'd like. What I'm going to bring to you today is actually a throwback. This is actually my first video that I never released back in 2019. And this cabbage soup is not that traditional Dolly Parton diet. You can add chicken, beef, pork, or shrimp to this recipe. So disclaimer, when starting any challenge, please make sure with your doctor that you are healthy enough to participate in a challenge such as this. And now let me show you my original cabbage soup recipe. So what we'll be needing for this recipe is cabbage. Then we'll need minced onion, some pepper, cumin, Italian seasoning, steak seasoning of your choice, minced garlic, salt, bouillon, beef or chicken, and a can of Rotel tomatoes. Now it's time for the meat. And I'm using 85/15 ground beef. Now you can use a leaner or fattier beef depending on what fats you want in this soup. I like adding different fats, so I will get some of my fat content from the olive oil I will be adding a little bit later. Now you want to get this meat chopped up fairly fine. Once you've got it chopped a bit, you want to go ahead and add your salt. You're only going to add salt at this point. Then continue to break up your ground beef and make sure the salt is well mixed into the ground beef. You're going to go ahead and cook this until it's golden brown. You want to chop it fine like this. Once it's fully cooked, we're going to go ahead and add our can of Rotel tomatoes. Notice the vibrant red these tomatoes are. You want to go ahead and cook this down until the tomatoes become a dull red like you see here. Now add your first bag of cabbage. Now it's pretty important here. We're not really trying to cook down this cabbage. We are going to sweat it a bit, so make sure you mix the cabbage into the meat, making sure it hits that hot surface to kind of break it down a bit and get some of the moisture out of it. Next, you're going to add some oil. I'm adding extra virgin olive oil here. You can use whatever oil you would like. Now you want to go ahead and get that oil mixed in and get good consistent coverage on all of your cabbage. And add that second bag of coleslaw. You're going to go ahead and get that mixed up with the same process. You want to make sure you're pulling it from the bottom and pushing it down. We want to do the same thing by sweating the cabbage a little bit, just taking some of the moisture out of it and marrying the flavor of the cabbage, meat, and oil all together. Now I'm adding a bit more oil, and you might think that excessive, but actually if you're doing this 7-day challenge, you will be in a state of ketosis probably within the first 2 days. So fat is what your body is going to run on. Now go ahead and add 6 cups water to your cabbage mixture and make sure it's well stirred. Add 1 teaspoon black pepper and 1.5 teaspoon minced onion, 1 teaspoon steak seasoning, a teaspoon Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon minced garlic, 1 teaspoon cumin, and last 2 crushed cubes bouillon. Give it a final stir and a quick taste test. Then we'll go ahead and get a lid on this, set it and forget it for 35 minutes. Thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and keep me posted on your progress in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.